everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my Q&A, which is kind of a follow-up from my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. For that giveaway, I did ask you to ask me a question so I could do this video. At the end of the video, I will be announcing the winners. I will also contact you directly via the contact info you gave me in your comment, or I will be messaging you on YouTube. Anyways, I don't feel like there's much more to introduce for this video, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first question I'm going to start with is from Stephanie, and she asked, haha, my name's Stephanie too, whatever. She asked, some questions I have are, which YouTuber inspired you to start your channel? For that one, I actually have a few. I've been watching Samantha March for a really long time. I actually mentioned her in my current favorites as one of my favorite YouTubers. Samantha Jane is also a really big YouTuber, and Liv Loves Her Makeup. These are all relatively smaller channels. I feel like smaller channels are a little bit more inspirational because you kind of see like how they actually grow and develop on their channel, and you can see how they get successful over time, the more PR, like sponsored videos or whatever it is that they may get. I also really like YouTubers like the Taylor or Rach Loves. I just like their calm kind of way of reviewing, which I kind of feel like is similar to my review style. And she asked a couple other questions, but the one that I actually really like is, how long did it take you to finally say, okay, I'm finally going to start my channel? So, kind of a funny story. I didn't upload first until, I believe, August 4th of 2017 is my first video. I actually got my camera, I think, July 4th. And I kind of had ideas to constantly start for a while before that. So it actually took me a month just from when I got my camera to actually film and upload a video. And, you know, it is kind of a thing that you have to prepare for and you have to kind of figure out. You obviously have to figure out how you're going to film, how you're going to edit, upload, what your channel is going to look like, what your channel is going to be called. There's a lot that actually goes into making a channel and uploading. So I had to make up a bunch of things and make up a bunch of decisions. Can I talk? Make a bunch of decisions about those kind of things and then kind of go from there. So overall, probably about a month or two to finally say, okay, gonna film this video and upload it. And Mary actually asked, so excited, you know, because it was the giveaway, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? And there's a couple places. I really like New York City. I've been there before and I really like it. I like kind of the hustle and bustle. If I could live there for free, I'd live there, but it's very expensive. I mean, I live in California, it's expensive anyways, but New York's really cool. LA, I would definitely live there. I've never been there, so that's one thing where maybe I should go there before I decide that, but I kind of like the idea, again, of just everyone kind of striving for their goals and dreams. I feel like that's what LA is kind of meant for. Another place, like out of the country, I'd really like to live in Germany. That's where my family's from, and I really like, you know, the culture, and I really like the people. I really love German people. I don't know if that's weird, but I would live in Germany because I just think that it's kind of cool. The only thing I don't like is the cold, which is why New York and Germany are kind of weird. I don't know if I'd only live there in the summer, maybe. And then Liesel, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Liesel, sorry, asked, were you scared to start a channel because of maybe what people would say, or were you excited? And I think I wasn't really scared. I had a lot of supportive people behind me. I think I was like kind of nervous because I knew that my first couple videos wouldn't be that good, because I feel like everyone has a kind of point where you need to get comfortable with the camera and being comfortable in front of an audience. Like, I film pretty much every video in front of my best friend now because we're always together, but at first I could not film in front of her. I was so embarrassed. I remember literally sitting here for like an hour once just trying to do my intro, and she literally had to leave. She literally had to leave because I couldn't film with her there, and so now I literally I don't care. But I would say I'm still really excited to have a YouTube channel. I'm sorry, I'm trying to push myself so I'm not tilting. But I would say I'm still really excited to have a YouTube channel. I'm excited to see where it goes, and it's just been overall really fun. I've had a couple hate comments, but those kinds of people aren't the people who are here for every video and aren't the supporters, and I don't care about those people, so oh well. And Linny Play asked, what's your favorite eyeshadow palette and liquid lipstick? So, eyeshadow palette. I have a lot. I would say my favorite liquid lipstick is probably Jeffree Star's Blue Velvet, because that kind of got me into more colorful lipsticks. It was one of the first Jeffree Star lipsticks that I bought, as you can tell, and I often point out, I have a lot of them. And Blue Velvet is this one in the blue box. And yeah, I've been really into colorful lipsticks and bolder lipsticks ever since I've started wearing that one. And it just also brings back good memories of when I met Jeffree Star for the first time. First and last time.
Only time ever.
First and the only time. Not last time. We're gonna be best friends someday. Eyeshadow palette?
I want to say like your first Lorac, but also I don't think it's your favorite. It's just like your first Lorac palette.
Yeah, I really can't pick a favorite eyeshadow palette. It really depends on what I'm looking for, what kind of look I want to do, what colors I want to do. Anyways, in terms of favorite eyeshadow palette, I really can't point out one. I have way too many to pick one, and they're all very different, and it really depends on the day and what kind of look I want to do. So in terms of maybe favorite formula, I really do like Jeffree Star's formula, Lorac, Kat Von D, Tarte, every eyeshadow palette that I own pretty much. So yeah, I can't really pick one. Okay, so Laura said, hi Stephanie. Hi Laura. What was one product or products that surprised you with how well they worked? Off the top of my head, I immediately thought of Bad Gal Mascara because I talked in that video how no non-waterproof mascara works for me because they always make my eyelashes droop. So that one especially is one that I think worked really well. I would also say like the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm as a primer actually works really well. I sometimes even use it as a moisturizer. I think I was really skeptical? I think I was really skeptical when I first heard of it, but now that I got it and I use it all the time, it's actually really nice. Beth asked, how are you doing with your makeup addiction? I just watched that video and I too am a makeup addict. I will say I'm not doing well at all. I buy everything I want and I don't save money. Actually, I've gotten really good at saving money, but I will say that, I think the point of my makeup collection is where I have everything. I feel like I have everything I've wanted. So it's slowed down definitely because I'm not trying to build up my collection. But when there's new things that excite me, I'm going to buy them. And I try to limit it, and I definitely try to limit what I buy all the time, but it's still a work in progress. Emmy Love asked, what makes your heart happy? And that comment actually made me really happy. I don't know, that comment is really cute because I think it's actually really personal, and I think that's different for everyone. I don't know. I think like making other people happy makes me happy. My dog makes me happy. My dad, my boyfriend, my best friend, they make my heart happy. But I think like especially like making other people happy or seeing other people happy. Another thing I haven't talked about a lot on my channel is like performing arts. Like I used to be into that stuff, like singing and playing instruments and stuff like that. That also makes me really happy, and I wish I could get back into it somehow. I don't know. But that was a really nice question, so thank you. Reframing Beauty asked, what's your favorite kind of ice cream? And I actually mentioned this in my current favorites video, but coffee ice cream. My favorite Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream, because some coffee ice creams taste way more like espresso, while this one actually tastes like coffee, and I really like that. Kaylila asked, is makeup a career or do you have another job? So makeup is a dream career of mine. I will say I am studying communications and I do want to go into public relations for a makeup brand, so I'd like it to be a long-term goal. But I actually do work at an internet company in technical support, which is actually really fun, and a lot of people don't expect that from me because they think I'm just a dumb blonde, which occasionally, you know, I can be, but I'm very actually kind of intelligent, especially with I just can't talk. I'm actually pretty intelligent when it comes to technical stuff, and I also like talking to people, hence communications, so it kind of goes really well together, and it's a fun job. I like helping people, which kind of ties back to that last question where I like making people happy. Janer asked, how old are you? I am 17. I'm almost 18 though. Actually, I'm 18 in 9 days. Shan or Shan, I'm not how to pronounce your name, asked, what is your ultimate goal on YouTube? I'll say I feel like everyone who makes a YouTube channel obviously wants to grow and become famous of some sort. I will say that's somewhat the truth for me, and I think it's less so gluttony, like I really want the money and the fame and all that, but I actually just want to have a career with makeup, and I feel like this is kind of a different but cool route, and it allows me to do a lot of things that I like. Makeup, talk to people, perform in a way. You know, this is sort of like a stage for me. It gives me an audience, and I really like to interact with people, so it's definitely a different kind of way to go that route. It's definitely not conventional, and it's definitely not practical, which is why I'm still in school and is why I still have a job. It's something that if it succeeds, then that is so awesome, and I will be so happy, and I will be so excited to provide for my family and friends and take care of people. But you know, there's other ways to succeed in life, which is why I have my backup plans. Ooh, Jessica asked, what has been your favorite hair color? I think, okay, so I'm a natural blonde, and I've been red and purple. And I really can't pick a favorite because I think that I would go back to any of those. I'm currently back at a blonde, but I definitely would go back to purple, and I definitely would go back to red, which is actually the next color I want to go back to. Again, I'm really bad at picking favorites. Rebecca, what's your favorite?
Hair color?
Yeah.
That you've had?
Yes.
I like this, but probably your red.
Yeah.
I feel like your red was definitely like my favorite.
Yeah, and it looked really natural.
It was like definitely a moment for you too, because that was the first time that you had like
Dyed hair.
Dyed hair.
Yeah, red was my first colored hair. Leslie asked, how often do you dye your hair? It probably seems like a ton, because ever since I started my channel, I've had 3 hair colors. Not often. I dyed my hair red, went back to blonde, then purple, and back to blonde. Blonde is a really nice neutral standpoint for me because my hair will naturally fade very close to it, and then there's just very little stuff that you need to do to get it back to blonde, and then it's really easy to color. So, I mean, within the past 8 months, well, I think I did it back in June, so maybe in the past, I don't know, 10 months? I don't know timelines, but about 4 times I've done it, and I mean, my hair is actually really healthy considering the time I dyed it purple, I didn't use a dye with ammonias, which is really good for your hair. Well, ammonias aren't, but not using it is good for your hair. Arctic Fox is the shade that I use, or brand that I use, so I recommend that if you're trying to color your hair without damaging it. Oh, this is really cute. Okay, so Miranda asked a really long question, actually. She said, it took me forever to come up with a good question. Have I come up with a good question? Yes, you did. No matter what, it's a good question. And she said, LOL. So here's my lame question. Are you always on time to everything? Is punctuality important to you for yourself and freak out if you're late? Or do you feel it's okay to be a little bit late or not a big deal at all? Like, what kind of vibe do you have with yourself? Are you strict with yourself or are you relaxed and chill with yourself? I've been subscribed for a while, but my phone keeps messing up on YouTube. Blah, blah, blah. It's okay. I totally get it. But I'd actually say I'm pretty strict on myself. I've been hard on myself for a long time, especially as a student. I'm very punctual. I'm usually early. I clock into work 15 minutes early every day, and I'm pretty much early and on time to pretty much everything. I really kick myself if I'm late, and I really freak out if I'm going to be late. Like, I'm really the type of person where I hate putting people in that position where I don't want you to wait for me. I hate making people wait for me. But yeah, I've been kind of strict with myself. I was really strict on myself as a student, and I think that over time I've become more relaxed because I don't want to put that stress and pressure on myself. But yeah, I would say that over time I've been strict, but I've gotten over it. Elise said, yay, 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 so excited. What would you consider your go-to makeup look? I would say my go-to makeup look is foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, contour, blush, highlight, brows, lip gloss, a crease color, outer corner, and a lid, mascara, done. I literally will not do my makeup unless I'm going to do a full face. It's just something about me, I don't know. Random ass question from Andrea. If you could be an animal, what would you be and why? I would be a dog, because I really like dogs, and I think they have really cool lives, and I don't know, they make people happy.
Okay, but bitch, if you weren't a dog. Everyone picks a dog.
Does everyone pick a dog?
Yeah.
I think maybe like a hamster or a fish. I'd be a fish. No, I'd be a bird. I think I'd be a bird because you could fly. Synonym Rolls, which I really like the username for, asked, do you throw away expired products or do you keep them? And I actually keep them, and I probably have a ton of expired makeup that I'm actively using, which is probably disgusting. But, you know, it doesn't break me out. It works fine. I don't care. Rebecca, who is my best friend, asked, what is the story behind your name / username? Love you, BTW. I love you too.
Okay.
I kind of made her ask this question because I wanted to answer. I don't know. My username is Stephanieo2000, which I guess doesn't really roll off the tongue that well, but my name is Stephanie. My last initial starts with O, and I was born in the year 2000, which has basically been my username for everything since I've been on the internet as a child, so it just kind of made sense, and it's definitely something that I think everyone knows about me, and it also made it really easy to have all my social medias be the same username, so that way you guys can all follow me at Stephanieo2000. Really easy. Oh, should I mention where I got my name Stephanie? Stephanie, I'm born after my dad. Born after?
Born from her dad.
My name is Stephanie, obviously, and I'm actually named after my dad. My dad was born Stephen, but he changed it to Steven and goes by Steve now. But my dad said that after having 3 kids, me being the third, that he was going to name me because my mom got to name my 2 siblings. So he got to name me. He was either going to have a Steve Jr. or a Stephanie, so luckily we didn't have to have a Steve Jr. in our lives. No one names a child Steve. And then Valeria asked, what is your most sentimental valued makeup and why? I would say, wow, I don't really have a lot of sentimental makeup. I would say like my most valued makeup is like my Jeffree Star collection, just because it's something like I've really tried to build up and I really like having it, and it's kind of like a prized possession for me. Otherwise, my Lorac Pro 1 palette would definitely be a kind of prized possession because that was my first ever high-end palette, and I dug into that thing over time. And last but not least, Sherry asked, she did say thank you for the giveaway, which of course, and she said, curious as to your career goals. Do you have a 5-year, 10-year plan, etc.? I will say that in terms of my like plan B goals that aren't YouTube, my goals are to get a college degree in communications. I would like to work for public relations at some point for a bigger company, especially a bigger makeup brand, and I don't know, I don't really have a 5 or 10-year goal because I kind of just like to go with the flow, and I don't want to put too much pressure on my future because I think I'm going to get there and it doesn't really matter when I get there. Okay, so the 2 winners of this giveaway are Valeria and Synonym Rolls. Valeria, you are the winner for the $100 gift card to wherever you would like, and Synonym Rolls, you are the winner for the $50 gift card to wherever you would like. So very exciting. I will contact you guys both via the contact method you left in the comment. And if you guys don't get that, of course, reach out to me on any of my social medias. But I will also leave you guys down in the description bar, and I will also be replying to your comments on my 1K giveaway, letting you know that you won. So hopefully you guys see this. I look forward to getting you guys your prizes. Anyways, guys, I think that does it for this Q&A and this video. If you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to ask them down below. I'll just reply to your comments since I don't plan on doing a Q&A anytime soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like me or you like this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.